Welcome to the Virtual Sitter Training Program. So today we'll walk you through the essential steps to ensure our patients are safely monitored. So let's go ahead and dive in. So first step, placing a nursing communication order. So remember, a physician order is not required for virtual sitter. The type of sitter, we're going to select virtual sitter, and then now we're going to select the reason for virtual sitter. So when we are signing our order, we're going under the order mode. This is going to be within the role and scope and notes we'll sign in. So to place a nursing communication order, we simply navigated to the patient's order set, and then we selected the virtual sitter details, and now we have our virtual sitter order here. Pretty easy, right? All right, so that's the first step. The second step is going to be going into the flow sheet. Now we're going to look at sitter documentation. So here you're going to record all of the sitter documentation. So you're going to wrench in sitter documentation here. So the green section on top, this is going to be for the nurse. So the nurse is responsible for documenting at least every 4 hours and at the start and stop of virtual sitter. The virtual sitter observer is going to be documenting in the yellow section at least every hour and also documenting any verbal redirection. At any point that the nurse or the PCT or the care team has to physically intervene, they're going to document it in the intervention screen. So let's go ahead and get started on the documentation. So let's say we've started our virtual here for the type of sitter. We're going to start the virtual sitter. The reason for the virtual sitter, we're going to say that our patient is confused. We are starting, and then here we are going to say, yes, we're continuously observed. Now this is a part that is essential in ensuring that our patient is assigned to team one. So virtual observer team one here at the start of virtual sitter. The reason that this is so important is when we select the team one, the patient is going to automatically cascade into the virtual sitter observers list, and they're going to successfully be able to monitor our patient. So this step is really important. Okay. All right, so we've gotten our flow sheet documentation down. We've started our documentation. We've assigned the patient to team one. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get into our navigators. So now it's time for us to document. It's for us to link our camera to our patient. So here on the Navigators tab, you'll notice all the way at the bottom under Telesitter, you're going to see the camera select. You also see a quick link into the sitter flow sheet. So to assign the camera to the patient, we are going to select the camera select, and now it's going to open here. So now with your scanner, you are going to scan the QR code on the virtual sitter camera. So you'll scan the QR code. Once the QR code is scanned, then the camera is going to auto-populate here. You will select on that camera, and then you're going to accept. And now we have successfully linked the camera to our patient. But what happens if the QR code doesn't work? Because sometimes that happens. You can manually enter the number that's on the front of the cart here, and it'll find the camera for you as well. All right, awesome. So lastly, I want to show you something that was extremely useful for me, that was new for me, but it's a sitter smart phrase note. So here, if I navigate to my notes, I am going to select a new note, and I am going to use the smart phrase dot sitter. The Sitter Smart Phrase include standardized observations and comments. Also, you're going to have a drop-down menu here that really helps ensure that our documentation is consistent. All right, so there you have it. You've successfully learned how to place a nursing communication order, document your sitter observations. We've assigned the patient to our virtual observer team 1. You learned how to link the camera using the navigators, and you also learned how to use Smart Phrase Notes. I just want to say thank you for joining us in the Virtual Sitter Training Program. Remember, your role is vital in ensuring patient safety and care, and keep up all of the great work.